The Bible tells us how the Israelites escaped Egypt when the mighty hand of God parted the waters of the Red Sea. 40 years later, the next generation entered the Promised Land when for the second time Almighty God parted the waters, this time of the Jordan River, and the Israelites walked across on dry ground. Those who walked across the riverbed served the Lord for the rest of their lives. But in Judges, the Bible tells us that the next generation abandoned the Lord. His anger burned against them, and his hand was against them for harm. The same scenario is playing out in our churches and in our homes today. As believers, we have come to know the goodness and power of the one true God, but our children are abandoning him. Research has shown that 61% of today's young adults who were regular church attendees as children are now spiritually disengaged, meaning they are not actively attending church, praying, or reading their Bibles. Of those who said that they attended an evangelical church every week or nearly every week when they were growing up, but never or seldom go today, almost 40% first began to doubt what's written in the Bible in middle school, and another 44% began to doubt in high school. Only 10% began to doubt in their early college years. Why is this happening? What are we missing? Let's go back to those Israelites who crossed the Jordan. God told the Israelites that they were to set up a memorial of 12 stones that were brought up from the riverbed. God said that when their children asked about the 12 stones, they were to tell them the story of how God miraculously made a way for them to cross the Jordan River. In teaching the following generations about the events that brought Israel into the Promised Land, those 12 stones would be a memorial to them, reminding them who was and is the one true God. Deuteronomy chapter 6 commands, "And these words that I command you today shall be on your heart. You shall teach them diligently to your children, and shall talk of them when you sit in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise." Ephesians 6:4 says, "Fathers, do not exasperate your children. Instead, bring them up in the training and instruction of the Lord." So the Bible is clear that parents should be the primary faith trainers of their children. That's a big responsibility. This May, you're invited to a family retreat where we will worship and fellowship together as families. And there will be a special session where, as parents, we will have the opportunity to explore and discuss how to practically become the primary faith trainers that God intended us to be.